from Jerry Springer, Oprah Winfrey, to every soap opera star, Jensen Ackles. Jensen, 2 years ago, tell me where you were right about now.
2 years ago, wow, I was thinking about coming out to Los Angeles. I wasn't sure. It was kind of just kind of a random decision that I decided to do, and I did it, and here I am now.
Would you ever dream that 2 years later you'd be walking on the red carpet going in for an Emmy nomination?
No clue. Had no idea. It's stellar. I mean, this is amazing to me to have this kind of an honor from so many people and to be recognized, in such a way. It's amazing.
So what do you predict for tonight? Do you have a speech prepared, or?
I don't believe in prepared speeches. I just, I think that kind of jinxes myself. So if I win, then God help me to say the right thing, and if I don't, then it's all good.
And what's up after this? After Days of Our Lives, I know you have 2 years left. What do you have in store?
I don't know. I'm just going to take it as it goes. I just roll with the punches, and if I continue to stay on the show and do more work, then I'll know I'll have a blast doing it. But if I decide to go out and do other things, then I'll be happy as well.
Although modeling seems like such a glamorous job, it's a lot harder than it looks. If you think you've got what it takes, don't let anything stand in your way.
Life for our next teen celeb, I'd say, is going pretty smoothly. Jensen Ackles has become one of daytime's hottest young stars. Jensen proves that old saying, you can take the boy out of Texas, but you can't take Texas out of the boy. With the Soap Opera Digest Award and an Emmy nomination under his belt, Jensen Ackles' career is off to a flying start.
And we were fortunate enough to catch our rare peek at the Days of Our Life star away from the set of the show that has made him daytime television's hottest sensation.
Well, my dad is actually an actor in Dallas, and he's been doing it for 20-some odd years, and been making a living off of it. So I had that, but I wasn't, it wasn't like I wanted to follow in the father's footsteps type of thing. It just kind of happened that way.
It took quite some time before Jensen decided to pursue an acting career.
In high school, I took theater just because I didn't want to take art. It was just something that just happened upon me, really, and then the commercials and the modeling was just something that I was able to do in my spare time that could get me money. So I was like, hey, why not? My mother watched all my children, so she didn't watch Days of Our Lives, and so the only way I got to know that was through my friends. Some of them watched the show. It's so weird now because it used to be like this real thing, like the whole show was real, the characters were real, and now here comes their high school buddy, and he's in the show, and it's like, you're running the show for us. It's like it's not real anymore.
Hello to the camera, dude. Good boy. When I first moved out here, it was I couldn't wait to get back home.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a foreign country to me. People were a little different, and the parking was a lot different. There's no parking out here. You have to pay for everything.
My dad told me as far as like auditioning and going for jobs was just to have the attitude that if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. Not to linger on a job and just to sit by the phone. Just to not worry about it. If it happens, it happens. If not, then you were made for something bigger and better.
Breaking into Hollywood can take years for some people, and Jensen is often asked to share the story about how long it took him. So what do people say when he tells them that he booked a job his first day in Hollywood?
I don't know, because it's tough to say. I've always heard horror stories like that, and when I tell them my story, they're like, oh, that's disgusting. And so I really don't know what to think about all that. I know that what I have is I was very, very fortunate to get what I did in the amount of time that I got it.
Now we go.